Welcome back, everybody. It's another day at Blackacre Ranch. I know you've seen my wife a lot, and I'm kind of never around, but I am still here. I still do exist. Anyway, today I want to tell you we're got to move some asphalt. We've been doing this, and I broke my tractor. So we're going to tell you the whole story, so stick with us, because I actually did repair the tractor too. Anyway, stick with us. Alright, so like I said, guys, we've been moving asphalt. If you've been following the channel, we have 2 basketball court sized adjacent asphalt patches right here, and we've moved some of it off that dirt area over here to make room for more grass, but we've kept a bunch to use for a feed place. I can easily scrape this, I can clear it out, and I can clean up all that poo, all the hay, and everything. So over there is going to be a feed spot, and we're going to be doing likewise what you see over here with all of our little yearlings. There's a lot of hay on the ground, there's a lot of poo. We're gonna have their hay located. So this is for the young ones. Over here is gonna be for the adults. Well, to get all this done, I have to be able to get a fence from the right side of this gate all the way down to the other side. So all of this asphalt has been in the way, and I've been doing this. Now, I've been working on this for a while. Going clean, going great. I don't know if it was like even a couple weeks ago, whatever it was, I broke my tractor. And I blew like what I thought was a hose. It was a really warm day, it was really hot, and I'm going through, and when you're lifting asphalt, it's not light, and there's a time I wanted to lower my bucket, and it went too fast, and so I pulled back when it dropped, and it bounced up enough that I think it popped an O-ring in it. So I took some time, I broke this sucker down, opened up this front area, and found out that it was actually just a little O-ring. Actually, I got a clip of all that here, you can see it. So. Hey.
Oh, yep.
I wonder if we pack this back down, put it in, it will work. Start going to go crank and everything on it, especially when it's warm. It's probably going to start, I don't know, it may start leaking. The seal kind of had one split, a third of it was kind of split, and it was kind of popped out, so it wasn't fully seated, it looked like. So I just kind of poked them all back in and then re-squished it. So far it's holding. Yeah, because I think it wasn't seated in the part where it was out. When they threaded it on there, pinched it, and so the edge kind of like cut around that one side. And then when we were just using all the asphalt, it just, when it was super hot, it just made it worse. I'm gonna go pick up the arm and do some stuff and flex it. Well, yeah, I'm not seeing any drips either. Good enough for us to start working. It's not, I mean, it was coming out steady stream before. You can see the front of the tractor. all of that was just spewing out, even with the shrouds on. So, I mean, it was coming out pretty good. And it was a hot day. Saturday, I got the farmer tan to go with it and the watch tan. So, I mean, it was a hot day. We're picking up full buckets of asphalt. So I'm sure that sucker was worked and it was going and going and going. Hopefully that seal will just hold enough now. Put some thread tape on it, or the plumber's tape. Alright, now she's done. The only way to know for sure is to start using her and seeing what she does. So we got everything fixed, and you can see all this stuff, the dirt around here, is all the asphalt we've already removed. And we have just a little bit left, which is all over there, that we got to get cleaned out and finished up. It's not a lot left, but that's what we're doing right now, is to get all this asphalt picked up and moved over there. And this is where we put it. So this is our pile of asphalt that we've been doing so far, up to the point that I broke the tractor. This is like 6 feet tall. And it's a bunch of asphalt, and we've been working this tractor a lot actually to do it. So this is right next to all of our slabs, and I put it here because it was somewhat close to the existing asphalt slab, and I didn't want to have to drive very far. I've been trying to get rid of this stuff, okay, but it's dirty, meaning it's not 100% asphalt. You can tell there's dirt in with it. There's spider nests and all sorts of little things, and gnats galore, which have been sucking on me like crazy. And so nobody actually nobody's expressed interest with it being free. So we're gonna find use to use it as backfill and landfill in other places. But if you guys are interested in it, let me know. But otherwise, Facebook doesn't help me. Nor any other place, word of mouth even. It was close. That's where we're storing it until I use it for something else. All right, so enough yip yapping, all right, let's just get moving. Last time I did this, I had so many gnat bites. You can kind of see what's left over. Man, they were everywhere in my arm. I don't know what was up with that, but my goal is not to sit here very long. I want to get this and get it moved. So let's get going and move asphalt. Okay. If you're in too high of a gear, it bogs down, and so you got to shift down. pick it back up to get over there faster. So we get you some shots of that. You may have already seen it, but I'm going to throw Charla all over the place on this tractor, so you're not getting it right now. I've been doing this for a little while with these buckets. Put a guess down below, like right now, how many buckets left do you think we have to do to get this? You've seen some of the stuff we've been doing and how much the bucket has in it. So I'm guessing like maybe 20 buckets, not including this, just whatever's left over. I'm thinking 20 buckets. Put your guess down below. We don't always get a full bucket on the first scoop. So the number you guessed is going to be based on trying to get a full scoop, which means I may go back at it a couple times. Like this one right here. consider that a full scoop. So I'm going to go back over it and try and scoop up some more to get it a full scoop. I consider that more of a full scoop.
A long way around for this bucket scoop. King of the mountain over there. That's number 24 load in a bucket. That's what's left. Gotta beat the sun.
It was number 36, just gonna come back and grab it all, and we'll be all done. It's gotten pretty dark. It's about 9 o'clock. We've been out here for a few hours. It's amazing how tedious it is to go back and forth and back and forth. But man, sure looks good out here. Now, if only the weeds wouldn't grow back up through the cracks.
Alright guys, so we're all done for today. The sun is down and we appreciate you joining along. So next steps, now we're going to be fencing off that little feed area for the adults for those 2 pastures as we get them fenced. As you know, we've been eternally fencing, and we'll continue fencing for a long time. But thanks for joining along with us, guys. Take care. We'll catch you next time, and see eventually what we do with all this asphalt. See ya. Bye.